Alright, hello and welcome everybody. As I promised, we will be doing some Scarlet Monastery this time around. I did manage to get over here, mostly in one piece. We are level 39. I did some questing here and there and some farming and some whatnots. I did I did get that 25 gold from that person who bought my token of mastery, so I'm hoping that perhaps we can farm another one. Wouldn't that be nice, everybody? We are very close to level 40 and we're nowhere near to 100 gold for a mount. So hopefully we can make a little bit of money here. If I can get another token of mastery or two doing these dungeons, that would be grand. If I am not mistaken, I think the drop chance for token of mastery is it increases the higher you go up in dungeons. So towards the end dungeons, the chance is much higher than it is now. So maybe we don't spend too much time here, but maybe a couple of runs. Well, at least let's run everything. Let's run all of these at least one time, everybody. How about that? That sounds like a good plan to me. We're gonna need some key, Scarlet key. I think we're gonna get it from one of these. Let's just go in and see what happens. I don't have big bags. It's a little bit inconvenient for Alliance to farm Scarlet Monastery just because you have to make... Well, we have to walk a little bit further. It's not a big deal. We are going to walk to the Argent Dawn camp and then fly to South Shore so we can unload the things at the mailbox to send our stuff to my bank codes and whatever nots. So that's all good and dandy, so it's not a big problem. At least not for me. I'm totally fine with a little bit of walking. I get to enjoy the game and enjoy the world. And in fact, I do like this very much. Well, let's see. This dungeon is a little bit low level. Oh, but it's heroic. You know what? Let's do it on heroic. The problem with doing it on heroic, I think, is just that it drops so many items, which is kind of a good thing, but it can be a little bit problematic just because I don't have that much room. But if it does drop a lot of items, that means we can throw away whatever is not that... yeah, we can sort stuff out and just figure out. We'll keep the most valuable pieces and discard the others. Oh, I'm sorry everybody, I was talking to you and didn't notice I was going the wrong way. I think what happens is some vanilla situation where the camera gets turned around very quickly at some point. Sometimes it's sort of a bug thingy. I think we can fix it, but I couldn't be bothered until now, I suppose. Maybe if it bothers me more, I'll do something about it. These guys are rather low level, so we don't have to worry too much. I hired a bear just because we haven't used the bear in a while. We used usually a paladin, I think lately. We've been running with a paladin who is perfectly adequate and everything, but you know, I do like to try some different classes here and there just for diversity and just to see how they do, and you know, they all work to some extent, they all get the job done, so it's not a problem whichever one you use. I usually go with the ones that serve my character so I can form some kind of team composition and for some kind of synergy between our characters. So if you have a physical character like my warrior, I do prefer other classes that enhance that physical damage. Like for example, the bear here, he does fairy fire and this reduces the armor of the characters, and I apply Sunder armor, so that further strips down the armor. Armor is like a damage mitigation, like multiplier, whatever. So if you strip that away, then you just multiply your own damage. That's usually pretty damn good. But there is kind of a caveat to that. It does sound good, but well, I think it rather depends a little bit, because if the enemies die very quickly, it doesn't really matter too much. So I would say that enemies die pretty quickly now, so maybe don't stress too much if you strip armor or you do not. One thing I would recommend that you have with you is something to sharpen your weapons, because when you sharpen your weapons, your companions sharpen them as well. If you're a rogue and you apply poisons, it should also work. Otherwise, just do some blacksmithing and get some weapon sharpenings and whatnots. Because Rogues also will apply poison if you sharpen your weapon. So, and that's kind of a big deal for them. So I would highly recommend that you pay attention to this aspect, just because it's a little bit of extra goodness in there. And well, actually, if you look at it, it's I don't know, like 3% of his damage. So it's not particularly crazy or anything. It won't make it or break it or anything like that. So it's all good. But I'm just saying, you know, because it's 3% here and 3% there, and you might find that eventually all these 3%ers turn out to be something more. I mean, even if you increase your damage with, like, say 5% in total, that's still a pretty good deal, all things considered, because all it took is some sharpening thing. Now, sometimes you get sharpening stones from quests, sometimes you can even buy them from the auction house. They're incredibly easy to make because they only require some stones and whatever that you get from mining. And yeah, that's... If you also upgrade your mining pick, which I highly recommend, you get the quest for the mining pick upgradation from the mining trainer in Ironforge. He'll have a quest for you, and all it requires you to do is just mine things. And the more you mine, the higher you can upgrade your pickaxe. So it goes through all the qualities, starting from a normal white pickaxe, and you eventually can upgrade it all the way to a legendary one. And as you upgrade it, you get different bonuses, such as increased mining speed or guaranteed stone extraction, for example. Okay, so like super easy to make yourself some sharpening stones in that situation, ain't it? So pretty good. We also went with a paladin, and this was a paladin healer, but I also made sure to change his aura to retribution aura. So the way you do that is that you whisper the paladin and you say set aura retribution aura, just like this. Normally by default a healer paladin would come with a concentration aura, and that one is all fine and dandy if he gets attacked, but typically he shouldn't really get attacked if you allow your tank to do what he's supposed to be doing, so he has time to generate aggro and whatnots. And because I have both the paladin and the druid himself, he applies thorns to himself. It really does help him get in there and make sure that he can hold aggro and everything. So you don't really need to worry about your healer doing things and stuffy stuffs, which is good. Ooh. Definitely also dynamites are pretty easy to make as well. So sharpening stones and dynamites, they're not difficult to make at all. And if you throw one of those, your companions will throw them as well. And you can definitely, if you look at the damage log, you can see 6% heavy dynamite, 6% heavy dynamite, 6.6% heavy dynamite, and well, that's me. And yeah, even the healer throws them, and you can see quite a good amount of his damage comes from that. So very, very cheap. You only have to throw one and you gain quite a lot for the investment. Okay, in terms of relative damage, well, in terms of relative effort, I suppose, it's just doing a little bit of mining and then you benefit it. Like if you play with the companions for a few hours and you do a dungeon or two, then absolutely this starts to, you know, add up, because you only have to throw one out and then your companions will keep using them, and oh my god, look at that, just the damage is ramping up. And you'll notice this the most when you're fighting groups of enemies. And the cool part about the companions is that they will wait until all the enemies are grouped up together. So if you have, say, like in this case we had 6 enemies here, and you saw that they didn't throw dynamites up until they were all grouped up together under the radius of the dynamite. So they made sure that they could do maximum damage with it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And in fact, you can make use of this situation knowingly, let's say. Like for example, we could pull out, well, let's see. Here's what we can do, right? We can gather all of these dudes together. Okay, so let's exemplify what I'm talking about. I can do this a little bit more crazy just because I'm high level, but I don't recommend you go too crazy. And then you see you group them up together. The dynamite does have a 1 minute cooldown, so it's not like you can just spam it all day every day. They just threw one out less than a minute ago inside that crypt. But this would be the point. Normally what I think you should do is just use the tank to use the pull command. So you just hit pull. He's gonna pull like, I don't know, 3+ enemies. You need at least 3 enemies for the companions to consider throwing a dynamite. But you grab them all together. The tank just naturally is good at... okay, so the way the tank holds aggro is that he looks at how much aggro he has on each and every enemy. And he does try to even out his aggro across the enemies. And he will kind of switch between the targets and stuff like that. And this will naturally cause him to group all of them together, because he'll keep going through each and every one of them. Eventually they'll all be grouped up together, and because they're all grouped up together within the radius of the dynamite, there you go. Perfect situation for them to throw it out. Anyway, we finished the graveyard. It was very easy. We're clearly over leveled. It's kind of one of the things about Scarlet Monastery is because there's a wide variety of levels or range of levels between these dungeons, so it is what it is. I just did it for the giggles. I knew it was gonna be like this, but you know, whatever, man. We do get some, yeah, some scrolls. Why not? I can take some scrolls and some other poops. I am instead, okay, I've been disenchanting a lot of items just because I do want to level up my professions, because it's an important thing for many different reasons. But I think up until we get the mount, because it's definitely very painful to just walk around everywhere. So up until I get the mount, I'll do my best to just place more things on the auction house. So I'll definitely be making that a priority. I think items start to sell for a lot more now. So it's a good idea to start looking towards investing into a mount. Because, yeah, I mean, we do have the damage, we have the companions, and the companions will just carry us very hard. So we can skip ease a little bit on different spells. I did learn most of my spells. I think you saw it in the previous video. So it's not like I'm starved for new spells or anything like that. I'm mostly okay right now. So all I would need is, yeah, a life to make my life a little bit easier. Ah, look. You see how he grouped all of them together? You see how they are throwing dynamites? And Bob's your uncle. There you go. Some extra little goodness. The hunter who's way over there has not thrown a dynamite yet. So you might want to consider that. But look at the... Guys, the proof is in the pudding all the time. Look at the DPS meter. Who's number 1 in damage is the hunter. Hunter bad? No. Hunter absolutely fucking beast. And he's a beast in vanilla. He's still a beast in TBC. Like, I've run basically all the dungeons, or not all of them, at least the vanilla dungeons in TBC. He's always number 1. Well, I've run a whole bunch of the TBC ones too. He's always number 1. Always number 1, man. Why? I don't know. He just is. And look at the pet. Look at the pet damage. Oh, this hunter is a Beastmaster hunter. So maybe that matters. Yeah, I don't know. He's doing great. The companions do buff the pets, so the pet is also pretty capable. If he gets attacked, of course, he reflects some stuff. He is buffed with all the good things. Yeah, I mean, he's fed and happy. I don't know. The numbers speak for themselves, yeah. It's kind of... The hunter has become my test bench, to be honest, in TBC. I just compare everybody to the hunter, because I know the hunter always does top DPS. So when I'm writing logic for a new class, I just pick up the hunter and I go just test the hunter out, or test the damage against the hunter. And if it's not close to the hunter, then I'm like, maybe something is wrong. And the hunter rogue is quite the rivalry for me in TBC, trying to get them. Yeah, they're kind of competing. Well, not just with the hunter, but with the warrior as well. But also, I just want to mention, look at this druid, man. Like, the druid is bananas. Like, just bananas. It's incredible. The paladin was good too. If you remember from Stockades, the paladin was good, but why did we pick up a paladin for Stockades? Well, it's just that in Stockades we had all those enemies close up together, right? They were just packed in groups and rooms and whatnots. And in fact, it's not like they're not grouped up here. We absolutely can group them up. And I think that we should. You know why I think we should? Because if you look at the healer's mana, you can see that he's pretty good on mana. Now, not to say that just the mana is the only consideration you should make, because how much he can put, how much throughput he has on the heals matters as well. Because he may be good on mana, but if you throw in a whole bunch of damage all at once, then he may get overwhelmed, and even if he's casting max rank heals, he may not have enough throughput to keep the tank alive. So you have to kind of know your limits a little bit. So don't just go overboard for giggles, but absolutely do go overboard a little bit, just to pull maybe small packs. I like small packs of three mobs or 3 to 5 mobs, just because it's at this point where the companions start to throw dynamites and whatnots. So that's there you go, case in point. Yes. And you can see the hunter dude, like, he could have run this other way, but it's a little bit, you have to figure it out. Once you get used to it and you start to understand, like, oh hey man, the hunter needs to go somewhere, so maybe I should pay attention to my positioning a little bit, then you understand it. Okay, he'll just go back to the way he came, right? Big whoop. Like, what's so difficult about that? You keep that in the back of your mind and you work around him, and the benefit is right there. There you go. I like that the rogue has opened up with Garrote. In TBC I implemented something called time to kill, where based on the damage that's going out on the target, they kind of try to estimate how long it would take to kill the target. I don't remember if I did this in vanilla or not, or what I based Garroting, but I think I did it in TBC. So they do something like, hey, what's the time to kill on this target? Well, it takes a little bit of time to establish the time to kill, so I would not recommend just throwing the rogue out in there, because if he goes in from T0, like from the very beginning, then you don't have a very well established time to kill, because you spend a little bit of time and the damage starts, where the time starts to normalize itself. And then you can, after like 3 seconds, you can figure out, oh, this is the actual time to kill. So if you do a normal pull and you send the tank in and he deals some amount of damage, then you can get a more accurate estimation of what the actual time to kill is. And it's not necessarily a perfect calculation or anything like that, but it does work pretty well, like good enough, let's say. But anyway, the Garrote has, I don't know, something like 20 seconds or something, or 18 seconds at very least. So what he does in TBC is that he looks at the time to kill, and he says, oh, this guy will die in, I don't know, 20 seconds, or I don't know, 15 seconds, so there's no point in doing a Garrote. So what will he do? Well, he goes to the next ability. Can I do an ambush? Do I have a dagger? I don't have a dagger. I have a sword or mace or whatever. Okay, can I do a cheap shot? Well, yeah. Then let's do a cheap shot. Boom, he cheap shots. So he makes a little bit decisions dynamically based on what is happening and who he's attacking, which I find pretty cool. And again, like I said, every time it may seem like a little bit of why you're bothering with this, just send them in to do whatever. Well, it's, I don't know. Every now and then we are let's say a little bit surprised about some of the things that are happening, that they're doing, and some of the saves or how they're handling some situations, just because, you know, it's all about the small things. Like right now, somebody went to attack the hunter, and I don't know, someone crowd controlled the guy as he was going to attack the hunter. And I think I even improved this logic in TPC more, where they are really I think in vanilla right now, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I looked at their logic, but they mostly try to protect themselves. But in TPC, they really go out of their way to protect all the group. So if, say, I don't know, the rogue noticed that some mob is going after the hunter and the rogue was nearby, he could have just gouged him or something, right? And you're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Because like, what sort of reaction time would you need for you to notice that as a player? Now, I'm not saying you couldn't do it. Absolutely you could. If you're experienced and yeah, you're paying attention, absolutely you can. But it's not easy. And you know what the cool part is, and this is kind of very important, is that the companions never tire, man. And you know, sometimes I play this game, let's say, I don't know, unhealthy amounts of hours, though I do recommend taking breaks, and I do. But you get tired, and by the end of the day, say you grind some dungeon for whatever reason, and you're tired, and you're not as snappy, or you're not paying as much attention by the end of the day as you are when you're fresh. But the companions, they don't have this problem. They really don't. So you can rely on them to be consistent. So long as you understand what they're doing and what they're capable of, then yes, you can absolutely rely on them to do the things. And that is one thing I do appreciate. I play a lot of games and other MMORPGs, and yeah, including World of Warcraft, like on official servers and whatnot with real people, and this is like an actual issue, man. Just, it's not like, it doesn't even matter how good someone is. Like, everybody gets tired and everybody has a limit, and people can make mistakes, and the companions make mistakes too. But it's I don't know, it's a little bit, once you understand how they tick and what to expect from them, they are very reliable. I think this is the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, you can count on them to do what you think they should be doing, basically. Anyway, this has been going pretty well. We're here in the library. I do have a quest here. I'm supposed to pick up some book from somewhere. And you know what we could do is maybe we can do a pullback and just send the bear to get some of these dudes. It's a lot of casters here, so maybe it's not the bestest idea, but let's give it a whirl and see how it goes. There you go, pull them all together. Ah, it was just a bunch of casters, guys. No stress. I have to pay attention to where this book is. I think it's like somewhere here towards the end, if I remember correctly. And of course my bags are full. Hey, I like scrolls. Yeah, we can throw away some stuff. We'll have to start doing this more. 11 silver. Oh, jade. I like jade. Yep. Lots of stuffy stuffs. Wow. Every single goal counts, man. There we go. Dynamite's going out. Oof, Bear is not doing great. I do recommend sometimes that you bring an off healer. Exactly what I said earlier about the throughput. You see, because we're all kind of attacking different targets, which is a mistake. Do I have a healing potion? Yes. Yeah, we're all attacking different targets. Yeah, again, this is my mistakes, not necessarily the companions. I should have skull marked. Again, you see that we're attacking different targets. They normally do look at what you're attacking, but it depends a little bit. So it's not that black and white. Let's get this guy revived, and I'll explain what I mean. Actually, let's put these guys here so I can go look around. Didn't I see a chest somewhere? Hold on, guys. I thought I saw a chest. Oh, definitely not going there. Oh, there was a chest. Oh, we opened the chest, man. Yeah, anyway, I got distracted with talking. Okay, let's stay everybody here so they can go and drink. So what happens is, when you right-click an enemy, the companions will look at what you're attacking and tries to assist you, which is fine. But if you then, let's say in the middle of the fight, while fighting that enemy, you change the target, so when you now start attacking something else, the companions will continue fighting whatever they were fighting before. And the way for you to change that is either you put a skull mark on the new enemies you want them to attack, or you do a start command or some other attack command, but you have to do something about it. And yeah, you have to be a little bit aware of this. One thing you can do is you can create a macro, and I think if you go to settings in key bindings, you'll find that you can set like a shortcut for setting a skull mark. So you can just very easily set a skull mark, and that way you can press one button and you're like, hey guys, we want to attack this one target. So earlier it would have been a good idea to just focus on one target. You saw that we were kind of attacking two guys, and we had the precise problem with the throughput. The healer is not that he didn't have mana or whatever, he just didn't have enough heals, man. So let's stay everybody here, and just like I said, we can scold this guy. And you see it's much easier when we just kill them one by one. So now we can put a mark on this guy. And you see it's so much easier. And when there are only a few of them, it doesn't really matter. You can attack whichever. That's fine. Hey, look at this, everybody. We have ourselves a locked chest, but what we don't have is room in our inventory. But again, just like I showed you in Stockades, you click on the rogue and you click use, and the rogue may be too far away. Okay, so let's just get the rogue closer, and then you click use, and then he opens up the chest for you, and you get to loot what's inside of it. And we can definitely find a few good pieces to loot here. Remember to keep an eye out for 280. It's like a better one, man. There's some book. Hey, Mythology of the Titans. There you go, everybody. And I do have the room for it as well. That's cool. Cool. There you go. I'm glad I paid attention, because sometimes I don't, and I have to, yeah, turn back, look back, come back, whatever. But there we go. So let's just keep going. This was on heroic, I think. Right? We still haven't changed our difficulty. We're still on heroic. That's why we're getting so many items. And that's why we we lost our tank there, because they are doing some serious damage. And going forward to the next dungeon, I think we should set it back to normal. And as you see, we did get so many items that my inventory is completely overloaded. So there's this problem with heroic stuffs, but oh well. Stack of these sell pretty well, so I should definitely pick that up. Oof. Yeah, sorry everybody. Inventory management, it is what it is. Vanilla style. I think one change that I made for the hunters in TPC is in vanilla they use distracting shots sometimes to peel for the healer and whatever. But in TPC I went out of my way and actually calculated how much threat they would generate with distracting shot. And they would only use it if they have enough threat to actually pull the mob away. And they do use it far less often. But when they do use it, it's actually doing something. It has some effect. So I don't know why I thought of that right now, but it is something cool that I wanted to share, I suppose. Whoa. Okay then. Let's see if we can... Wow. 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 Okay. Well, that was my mistake, everybody. I just charged into a room full of enemies, man. It's like, oh, there's one guy or two guys by the gate. Ah, that looks safe. Oh, oops. I guess there are a whole bunch of them just scratching their head right around the corner. Not a problem, everybody. I have spirit on my gear. I run very, very fast. Hey, maybe this is a good opportunity to talk about that, right? Hey, there you go, everybody. I died with a purpose, so I can show you about spirit. So you see that I'm running very fast. If you type stats misc or STMI for short, then it will show you how much spirit you have. And spirit does not just give you increased experience from defeating monster, it also gives you increased movement speed in spirit form. You see, that's why we're moving so fast. So right now we have 66 plus 66, it says there, but in fact our bonus is like 71 because we are a human, and as a human we get the human spirit, which gives us another 5%. So you see, the run back wasn't that bad just because of that. When you change instances, or let's say when you enter or leave a dungeon, the companions, if they were dead before, they'll revive themselves and they'll teleport to your location, which is what happened now because they were dead as well. So that's pretty cool as well. And I suppose we lost like I don't know, I should sharpen my weapon. We haven't really lost that much, it's fine. Just a funny situation. But I guess we'll see what level the next dungeon. Well, I think, yeah, we can do some at least until level 40. We can do the next dungeon on normal difficulty, just so we don't struggle too much. Because it's not that you couldn't do it per se if you wanted the challenge. It's more like in terms of how much you gain per hour or per effort, It's a little bit lower if you're struggling. So if you're just blasting through the dungeon and you'd go through it very quickly, then it makes sense to switch to heroic. But otherwise, if you're still, you know, kind of barely handling the dungeon, then, you know, just hold off a little bit. And I think after we do this, we should also go unload our inventory. So we'll do that. Let's do a corner pull here. Let's be smart, everybody. Not like me. There you go. We only pulled the one group that we wanted. Easy peasy. Bombs going out. Yeah, even though your inventory is full, you can still use the auto loot pad because you'll pick up the money at very least. What? Did I pick up some more of this smelly cheese? Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna do the same here once again. We're gonna pull back around the corner. You can basically with pullback or pull handle like the vast majority of dungeons, like all of them. You can handle all the bloody dungeons if all you do is pull and pull back. Is that good? Corner pulling is the absolute best, I don't know, ability or skill you can develop as a dungeoneer. And not just in World of Warcraft, in most games. Or most games similar to World of Warcraft at least. And this is where it's a thing. Cool beans, everybody. One more pack, then we fight the boss, and then we're out of here. What I have is that I have my alts, my bank alts, and one of them, like a store, is where I send all the things that I want to sell, and yeah, just the rest of them is where I kind of split all the materials to. But I'm just saying because, you know, I don't want to fly all the way to Ironforge or something to unload my inventory. I'll just mail all this stuff to a store, and a store can then, yeah, while I'm flying back or whatever, I can do all the stuff basically that I need. So I highly recommend that you set up something similar just to save yourself a lot of time. Okay, this boss, this boss is a little bit problematic. I remember he does some kind of arcane explosion. We'll see if we can like avoid it or something. Yeah, not some arcane explosion. He does something that hits very hard. I don't remember what it is. We'll just come toggle. Yup. Fuck. Fuck. Probably not in time. Oof. Yep. Oh, no. Oof. Okay, we're good. We lost a few people, but I still have a healing potion. Maybe I should have tanked this guy like around the corner, I think. It's okay, everybody. It worked out. Whoa! Yes! Token of mastery! Loot it! Get it, boys! This thing is the money maker. Yeah, okay. Let's throw this out. Yeah, let me say, want to sell token of mastery, 100 gold. Maybe I'll find someone to sell this to for 100 gold, and then I'll just buy a mount at 40. That would be grand, wouldn't it, guys? That would be sweet. Man, I don't know what to drop. Everything is worth a lot. Oh well. I guess we'll pick this up, and that's good enough. Yeah, I'll just, basically I won't even bother disenchanting until I get my mount. And we'll see afterwards. But, hey everybody, my Hearthstone is in South Shore. Look at that. So even better. Let me post this on Discord. Maybe I'll find somebody to sell this to for what to sell. Token of Mastery, 100 gold. All right, I'll do my inventory management and I'll write to you when we get back. Guys, did I forget to pick up the key? I think I forgot to pick up the key. I may have to go back. I don't know. I'll see you later. So I'll write to you when I'm done with the inventory. I did my inventory management. I mailed all the things, emptied my bag. We made a little bit of gold. Hey, it wasn't too bad. If I also get to sell some of the things from the store that I mailed to my alt, then it's pretty good overall. I just wanted to record maybe the way to get to Scarlet Monastery. Maybe it's interesting somehow. So from the Chillwind camp where the Argent Dawn guys are, you just take the road over here. What I recommend you do is that you put your guys on com toggle, so you make sure they don't stray away or anything like that. And something else that you can do is you can press stop, and what stop makes them do is they cast defensive spells to try to peel for the group. So if somebody were to attack the group, what they would do is the rogue would try to gouge and stuff like that. The paladin would do Hammer of Justice. I'm not sure what CCs the hunter would do. Maybe some concussive shot or something like this. So that sort of thing. They will try to peel the enemies. And what you can do after they have peeled all the enemies off of you, you can put them on pause. And that is important because an enemy that you keep attacking will keep being leashed. So he will chase you for much farther away until you stop attacking him. So that's pretty important. Otherwise, if you keep them on stop and they keep attacking that enemy, then said enemy will just keep chasing you over and over and over again. Also, I just not to forget, I set my dungeon difficulty back to normal because we're gonna do the next dungeon. So the way to do that once again is to set difficulty normal or heroic, depending on what you're looking for, or you can say set diff for short normal, and that will set your difficulty to normal. Yeah, because the next dungeon we do is not going to be that easy, so it's best to be a little bit cautious. And once you, so basically we take this road over here, you jump in the water, you go across these mountains. There will still be like a spider or two or some bear around here as well, but there are not that many of them, and the companions can help peel for you. And you basically just have to go like across this pass over here. Yeah, I just need, oh, perfect. So there may be like one more. What you can do is just you can pause the companions. So now the companions are paused, which means they're not casting anything anymore, but they are taking damage. So, oh, okay, unpause them. So just put them on stop, or just start them just so they can peel off this spider off of you and this other one as well. I mean, as long as I'm alive. Okay, so now you can come toggle back on and just pause them, so they can stop leashing the enemies and they just come after you, right? And you can see they've defended themselves, whatever. You don't care about them because I did, just so you know, when I was in South Shore, I talked to the repair guy, so they repaired their own gear because we have died a couple of times or something. Oh, we died once in a dungeon and they died along the way when we got here the first time. But as you can see, is exactly what I said. You stop them, the enemies eventually lost interest. Had I kept them on, well, I paused them. Had I kept them on stop, they would have kept attacking the enemies with peels and whatnot, which would have leashed them even further and it would have been a bad time for everybody. So now what you can do is you can start them again, and now if we get attacked, they should attack. I don't think this matters, where this is like level 10 zone or something. So that's all good. So just a pro tip over there if you care about this stuff, how to get there pretty easily. And definitely if you're going to be farming Scarlet Monastery, set your Hearthstone to South Shore. And another benefit on this server is that you build up your legacy, and each character that you get to level 60 will reduce the cooldown on your Hearthstone. Okay, right now I don't have any characters on level 60, which means I have to wait the full 1 hour for the Hearthstone. But still, I mean, if you do a couple of these dungeons, that time may pass. I don't know, it depends on you. But if that doesn't happen and you don't have the Hearthstone, then you have to walk back out, go back to Chillwind Camp, take the flight path to South Shore, do the inventory, like mail your things like I've shown you to your bank alts and that sort of thing, and then walk back in. We did make, I don't know, about 5 or 6 gold in whatever I could sell to the vendor, and we're probably going to make a little bit more even still from what I sell to the auction house. Do keep in mind that we ran the dungeon on heroic, which gave us more items than normal, and we also ran some of the lower dungeons, so it's not exactly the more profitable ones either. So now we're gonna go do some of the next ones, and we'll see how it goes. Let's skip these until I have something to show you. Yes? Alright, I had to walk back into the library just because I forgot to open the chest and get the key so we can enter the next dungeons. So don't be like me, everybody. I got very excited when I pick up that token of mastery that I forgot about this, but no problem. And in fact, on our way here, we did find another locked chest that I used the rogue to open, and I did get a nice extra little item there as consolation prize. It only took a minute, not a big deal. I'm walking back out and we're going to the next one, so I'll see you there. Okay, we are outside. Let's open the armory. So the armory is next. The dungeon difficulty, I set it to normal. And in we go. Don't forget the loot pet. So open this one up. And let's get right into it. Well, the enemies are not that higher level here, but they'll get a little bit higher in a moment or two. So maybe we could have done this on heroic as well. I'm not sure. But if we really want to, we can just let's do this one on normal. And if we feel like it and things go well, we'll just do the next one on heroic. I'm 54%. Oh no, I'm 46% XP right now, which is not too high, not too low. It's kind of okay. So we're going pretty well. I like the fact that the rogue is taking his time to stealth up and go ambush or whatever he's doing. If that's something that bothers you... Whoa, he dropped something good, man. Wow, look at this ring. I should definitely equip that. All my companions equipped it. The druid, the rogue, the hunter, they're all like, yep, give me this. This is good for me. I think it must be good for me. Oh, but it's... I'm using spirit on my rings, so... I don't know. Maybe I'll skip on this one. But definitely, hey, it's a bind on equipped, so we can definitely sell that for 1 gold 60. There you go. Good things, man. Good things. Lucky drop. I got bopped again. probably let my tank go in first because I'm wasting my healer's time a little bit and I'm distracting him from healing my tank. Yeah. Okay. This is not great. Okay, so how about we do focus a little bit because I see everybody's kind of attacking their own target here. So let's focus on this guy next. And then let's hit this one caster. See? Much better when you focus fire. Okay, a little bit of a break here. Hey, we got ourselves an iron lockbox, and if we give this to the rogue and we trade it to him, he'll cancel and he'll actually give it back to us with it open. So now you can right click it and you can pick up the item from inside. So there you go, everybody. Yet another cool thing that the rogue can do for you. I mean, it was a good idea to bring a rogue. We opened like 2 or 3 chests and this lockbox, so he's paying off his hiring cost. Pretty good. We should be maybe a little bit cautious here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's focus fire, please. You see, if you already have another target attacking, so if you're already attacking another target before the previous one dies, after that previous one dies, the companions will look at what you're attacking and just come and assist you. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to have an easier time controlling them. It's not a huge deal because again you can use either start or you can place a skull mark or whatever else you have set up as a focus mark, but you know, it's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay then. Yeah, let's do more pullbacks. I'm not comfortable fighting them wherever they want or wherever they're positioned right now, because you see that they could potentially just run into the next pack, and then yeah, it's not worth taking the risk and dying because you have to walk back for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and why? You save so much more time if you just play it correctly. And as you can see, the hunter has room to go towards safety instead of going somewhere completely bizarre. So overall, everybody wins. This is just a better thing to do, everybody. I like the fact that the hunter did something like a raptor strike on her way out. You saw her swinging her two-handed sword. So I like details like this. I really do. And you wonder, why is the hunter number 1? Well, because he's weaving in some kind of melee attacks and whatever. You know. It's good things, man. Let's put a skull mark on this caster dude. Let's wait around the corner here. And then let's start them on the caster dude. Even if you don't necessarily intervene yourself, so if you don't have a target, if you're not attacking a target after the previous one dies, the companions will still choose a target on their own, and DPS typically pick up the guy with the least amount of HP. In this case was this one who was pretty damaged. I like the armory thematically. I think it's a very cool looking dungeon. If only you could loot all of these weapons and armor pieces laying around. How about that? How about that, everybody? We'd be rich. Dude, I love this game. I really do. I don't know. It's something special about it. It's hard to put my finger on it, but it's very cool. Yep, I knew it. I'm playing with fire, man. Oh boy. That is going to hurt. Alright, let's try to focus on this guy first. I think we'll probably wipe peace here. Yep. Yep. It's what I get for being overzealous. Oh well. This gives us a good opportunity to reflect on our mistakes, everybody. It's time to, you know, put on some chill music and de-stress. Don't let it get to you. Don't get upset about it. Just think of good things. And really, it's like the graveyard is basically right here. So if you have a little bit of spirit, you'll be back in action and before you know it. Yeah, quite literally. Look at this. My spirit is in quite a hurry, man. And I can also walk through objects. So many cheaties. And there we go. We're basically right there, ready to go. And bonus, everybody, we missed a solid chest right there. Hey, there's a good reason why we wiped. What? Oh my god, the difficulty is on heroic, dude. Oh Okay, I see what happens. All right. See, everybody, there's always a good reason. If you don't panic, you always find some good reason for why stuff happens. So, what happened? You do know that I set my dungeon difficulty to normal, and it did go to normal. However, what's different about Scarlet Monastery? Well, what's different about it is that the whole dungeon is actually one instance. You just kind of teleport to separate or to 4 different places, but within the same instance. So when I changed the difficulty changed, but we didn't reset the instance. We're still fighting the initial instance, which was set on heroic. So the entire time we were fighting on heroic. So there you go. Which is not terrible. We did get items and everything, and it did prove that we can do it on heroic, and we did get the experience, more experience out of it. So not a bad thing. And we also found the chest on our way back in. So I approve, everybody. It's all good. And it also gives us an opportunity to remember this, because when we go into the final dungeon, which is going to be pretty difficult, and I don't know if we can do it at this level or not. We'll see. But it'll be more difficult, and we should keep in mind that we have to reset the instance. So it's not enough to set the difficulty in this situation particularly, but we should also reset. And look at this, we get a whole bunch of good items. I approve, everyone. This has been good. It would be even nice if we ran this a couple of times on heroic and then go to the cathedral, because the cathedral, well, is just not going to be easy, is it? It's not. Well, we're probably all right to do the cathedral. Like, if we are a little bit careful, we can do it. Okay, anyway. Yep. We have a bunch of patrols. We were very unlucky, let's say. Let's wait for the patrol to go or to come. To come or to go. Can I? Oop, let's see. Let's see if I only pulled the patrol or the whole 9 yards. Yeah, we pulled the whole 9 yards. It's okay. Okay, we'll focus on this guy first. So maybe, hold on, let's call this, because yeah, if I unleash them and they have a skull attached, they'll just go for the skull. But now we're gonna set the skull, and now we're gonna be okay. No, there you have it, everyone. Whoa, a 12 spirit head? I'll take a 12 spirit, thank you very much. That puts my spirit at 84, everybody, look at that. Cool. I appreciate it. Yes. Hey, we're also getting Mage Wave, everyone. Maybe. Oh, maybe I can get enough Mage Wave to craft myself some bigger bags, huh? How about that, everybody? All the things are going well for me right now. We're wipies, but the wipies turn out to be good things. Good things in disguise, everyone. If I hadn't wiped, then I would have wiped in the next dungeon, going into it on heroic difficulty, so... Good things, perps. Good things. Okay, I think these guys we can just pull a little bit back here. You see how I started attacking this Myrmidon, and now the bear is kind of going, ping-ponging between the defender and the Myrmidon? That's because what happens for him is he looks at what's his percentage of threat that he has on each of these mobs, and he goes for the mob that he has the lowest percentage of threat on. So he knows in real time kind of where everything is. That's why he's very careful about these things. It's one ability I'm honestly envious of. I wish there was in vanilla some way to see the threat or to have some kind of direct or easy indication of how much threat you have, or percentage wise or whatever. I think in some expansion that is the case. I don't know if in Legion it's like that, but in some expansion it's like that. I think so. And or maybe in a different game, I honestly don't remember, but somewhere I've played, I paid attention to that. I was like, hey, this is a cool thing. It's definitely very useful information. Not necessarily make it or break it, but you know, a little bit of quality of life. Sadly, I don't think there's... well, maybe you can get creative and make it happen, but it certainly wouldn't be too easy. I think we probably have enough room for loot to go to the next dungeon as well. If we set that one to normal and we won't get that much loot, it probably should work out pretty well. And we're at 65%, so maybe by the time we finish this, plus whatever we get in the next one, hey, could be enough to get us to 40. If only I could find some money to buy my one token of mastery. Wouldn't that be nice? I think if I can sell it for, I don't know, 60 gold or so, wouldn't that be cool? It's gonna be hard to find someone who wants to pay that much, but hey man, you never know. I'm saying 100 gold because, or 60 gold, because yesterday when I was playing, I did see somebody wanting to buy one for 100. So I was like, oh, is that an exception? I don't know. Let's try our luck. I'm not in a hurry to sell it because I don't have the money anyway. So what's the rush? Might as well just wait and maybe we get lucky. How about that? Oh, big pack here, everyone. Let's start these guys. I think technically attacking the Myrmidon here is the best thing. He's dual wield and the other guys were using shields. And my tank isn't doing too well either. Part of the reason why I really enjoy having an off healer, in situations like these, it really can make it or break it. It's just that the Baron himself, he has a lot of armor and health, but he does take more damage, and because of that he needs more healing. So you can definitely make of that what you will. But it's something to consider. He's very good at holding threat though. Yeah, much better than the Paladin, that's for sure. But nobody is perfect, man. The bear has a lot of damage, but he takes a lot of damage. The Paladin has probably the best AoE, but he doesn't have a taunt or reliable way of holding threat. The tank is the most mitigating or the tankiest of them all, but he has very low damage. The shaman is pretty squishy. He has a lot of burst damage, but he runs out of mana. So all of them kind of have their weaknesses, which is cool. I appreciate those nuances. Okay, short mana break here. Okay, let me go scout ahead just to see what we're up against. Oof. I found the enemy, everybody. No, 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 no. We're gonna let him come to, or her come to us. Okay, what do we have around the corner? A bunch of myrmidons. I wonder if we can pull this guy on his own. He does seem to be a little bit far from the rest of the group. We can probably handle all four of those guys together, so it's not the worst thing, but doesn't hurt to be cautious. Alright, this boss can be a little bit difficult, so I'm I'm hoping we're gonna be okay. Maybe we should wait for, okay, never mind then. Yeah, let's go downstairs, methinks. Because he does some whirlwinding stuff. Yep. Yeah, yep. Throw grenades, everyone. Good idea. Bombs away. You have to move away from him when he does the whirlwind, otherwise you're gonna get killed very quickly. So when he starts the whirlwind, just come toggle your companions away. He's probably only gonna have time to do it one more. Oh, never mind. Now, come stay all your companions here, because there's gonna be a whole bunch of dudes coming downstairs. And maybe if you do have a dynamite, be prepared to use it. Hello! Welcome everybody! How do you do? How? Yes, we provide services for ass kicking here. Here, enjoy this. Where did the other guys go? Okay, let's come toggle. Okay, we did get some very nice shoulder, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it's pretty good. It's just, it's hard to say no for the spirit man. It's okay, we can sell it for 68 silver, I don't mind. Whoa, nice leggings, probes. But again, Yep. This is the consideration you have to make, but think about it this way. Like, if you play correctly and you do your rotation and whatever, then how much does that extra strength matter in the grand scheme of things? Because I think the most important part is that you play correctly. Like, you position yourself, you pull all the enemies, or think about the fact that we're doing this on heroic. Yeah. So it could have been much easier, which means there's plenty of wiggle room. The game is not made for you to min-max every single piece of gear or anything like that. You have plenty of leeway to be a little bit, you know, less min-maxy. Yeah, just pick some fun stuff to wear. So in this case, I think I'll just stick with my spirit stuff, and I'll just sell this gear because it sells for almost 1 gold. Okay, it's this way. And there's that. Anyway, let me maybe skip these. Oh, never mind. We're at the exit. The thing is, maybe I should go sell first. Should I go sell first? The problem... Oh, well, 12 minutes. I'll go take a break, everyone. I'll go take a break, go sell, and come back and do the final dungeon. And we'll do it together. And let's get everybody outside, first of all. Let's reset the instance. Scarlet Monastery has been reset. Set difficulty to normal. Now we're on normal. I'll take a break and we'll do the final dungeon together. How about that? See you then. Okie doke. We are back and I emptied our inventory. We made a little bit of gold. I mailed all the things that can be auctioned to my alt. And we are good to go. Let's just open the cathedral. Hopefully we are on normal difficulty. When you enter a dungeon, if you are on heroic, you'll say so. So just pay attention to your chat. It didn't say so. So we are on normal difficulty then. Cool. Let's just jump into it, I say. These guys are more level appropriate than the previous guys, but towards the end of it, they'll keep increasing in difficulty and we'll see how we can handle that. I surmise that we'll be fine, but we'll be careful nonetheless. It's not an easy dungeon, but it does have a pretty decent chance of getting a token of mastery. And yeah, let's not forget about the autoloot pet, everybody. It's certainly... Oh yes, Mage Weave. Perfect. Maybe I can get enough of these so I can go craft some bigger bags. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm definitely going to keep doing these dungeons, at least for maybe a level or two. I won't bother you with how that goes because, yeah, you'll know. So, no, I'll just grind it in silence. But I'm looking forward to getting more of these mage weaves and crafting some bigger bags. I do have myself some of my own. So the silky ones I made myself, and I picked this one. I think we picked this one up together. Yeah, we picked it up somewhere, and I said, hey man, my bag is so full I can't even replace it. Oh, okay, it's about to get bad. Let's abort a little bit. Abort, everybody. Let's try it here. Much better. So you see, because I didn't have a target selected when the previous one died, my companions automatically started attacking the lowest health guy. That's my DPS. The tank, he just moves around as he is needed, so he doesn't really listen to anybody except for what the situation is telling him. Alright, let's go this way. We're kind of being forced to, but nonetheless, it's good. No. Come here. Ah, okay, fine. We can kill the Centurion. It's okay. Alright, many mages, many centurions. I think we can probably go through the center here if we maybe pull this one guy. Hold on. Something fishy is happening. Did we pull some more guys? Yes. Now, okay then. Let's take care of the Sork, because he's up to no good. Bad place to be a hunter companion. He can't find a place to shoot from. So same as before, we can probably skip some of these dudes if we just stick towards the middle here. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. Let's come toggle. It would be nice to clear some of these guys, however, because we need to do a lot of corner pulling here by the gate, by the entrance. I am 80%, so if we try a little bit... Wait, I'm in combat because... reasons. Alright. The hunter is not happy with our melee situation here, but I have to be careful because I have white plenty in this dungeon by doing some shitty pulls. So... better safe than sorry is what I think. right? Is this guy casting arcane shot? Yeah, he's casting arcane shot, which is doing some decent amount of damage, in fact. Oh, yeah, because he's a Beastmaster, man. I keep forgetting. It's like, why isn't he doing aim shot? Well, okay. So, this part is the trickiest of them all. Sometimes, if I get unlucky, I pull multiple packs, which is leading to sad times and baby wipes. But let's do our best, everybody. Yep, multiple packs, as I said. Let's figure it out. And in fact, you know what? Let's fight them even more in the corner because they have the tendency to run away. And if they were going to run away, they might as well just, you know, we have a lot of leeway to chase them down and everything. So let's figure this out somehow. Let's see what we're doing, like deep corner pulls. I have died plenty because they keep running into the next pack, and it is what it is. Yeah, you see? What can you do? Such is life. Now, okay. Let's figure this out. We might want that guy over there. Yep. Good enough. Okay, we got a bunch of dudes over here on the side. Let's see. Dude, I keep forgetting to buy bullets, man. When am I gonna buy some bullets? Seriously now. By next year sometime. I am terrible. Cool. Let's try the same thing we did before because it worked. There is some patrol guy, but maybe if we do it in time, otherwise we'll just keep chaining. Oh, no. No. Yep. This is why I said let's clear it out, because it happens sometimes. Whether you like it or not, it happens. The rogue is pretty good at using eviscerate or something to get the last hit on enemies. He actually does calculate how much damage his eviscerate does, considering his combo points and whatever attack power. And he does try to get last hits with it, which can be helpful, especially in situations like these. But wait, you thought we were done. There is more. We do have patrols. Yeah. No, 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 no. We're gonna bait the patrols and pull them out. I have died to patrols before. I have died to all sorts of shenanigans. The scars of the past, man, they follow me. Okay, let's figure out these patrols. Hey. Psst, psst. Hey. Yes. Hey, you. This part with the two wizards there is always difficult, always problematic. There's they chain and they do all sorts of very funny business. We'll see. Let's come toggle. I don't want to fight inside because they might patrol or flee into the wrong direction. I think around here it should be safe though. Let's pull the next row from the middle because we need to create some space to fight. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. All's good. No stress. Let's get the guys from the middle now. Okay, come toggle back to the corner. Back to the corner, please. Start on this guy. Okay. Or yeah, okay. Sometimes there are patrols coming from the left and from the right as you see them. Yep, there we go. No, I still want to get these guys, just like barely. Oh, perfect. Yeah, yep. Come here. Fight them in the corner. Cool. Let's stay everybody here. Maybe I can pull myself. I know there are a bunch of dudes around the corner as well, so it's not exactly safe. Yeah, it's... I have wiped in this situation too. Many baby wipes for me in this dungeon. Hey, psst, yo, psst, hey, psst. Yes, I think we managed. Cool. Perfect. Okay. That is good. Now, what are we going to do about these wizards? Maybe we can pull these dudes away. How about that? So if we pull back these dudes before that one patrol comes back, and we have to time it with the other patrol because, yeah, I don't want to pull the wizards and the patrol. So we have to be impeccable, have to have impeccable timing there. And we do need to kill everybody. Because if you don't, then we engage the boss and he's going to pull all of them anyway. So we might as well just kill them now. So let's stay here. We're gonna wait for the patrol to come this way, and once he goes around the corner, maybe a little bit more, then we're going to just fairy fire this one wizard. Or maybe I can just body pull. Maybe I can just body pull. No, 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 no. No, no. Come here. Okay. Kill the wizard. Wizard first, man. Kill him. Nice. This went much better than all my previous runs. Mistakes of the past, eh? Psst. Hey you. Hey. Come here. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing as before with the patrol guy. Let me park my companions, and when he comes around, I'll just go say hello. Hey, come here. Cool. So far, so good. I thought it was going to be more difficult, but it's going pretty well. And I'm very close to leveling up too. 7%. Let's tackle the sides here, starting with the wizard. Yeah, let's not get baited by the wizard. And in fact, I would say let's pull even further behind, because if any of them walk into the boss, we just have to walk back from the graveyard. There you go, you see what I mean? Good. Very good. I approve. Now, we got a bunch of dudes in there, but we got this one to take care of first. Actually, I don't like the way we're fighting here, because he could just walk into any of the other rooms and it's game over. There you go. Good. Now, let's tackle this one room to the left here. And we're just gonna go in fearlessly. All right, one more. It's best that we do go inside. So let's come stay everybody in here, because if these guys start to run, we gotta control where they can run. As you can see, they are running. No, 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 no. Okay, everybody come inside. No hunter shenanigans. Not this time. Okay, good. He walked right into my axe. What a heroic death. Okay, we're gonna do the exact same thing on this other side. Maybe this time we can pull all three of them around this corner. How about that? So, get the Wizard of Oz. Perfect. Then let's come toggle away. Now kill the wizard with maximum prejudice. Let's kill the closet boss. Okay, awesome. Now we are ready. I am prepared. Oh, a scroll of spirit. Yes, please. I'm very close to leveling up. We can probably just, after we kill the boss, like 3%. We can go outside and just kill some more of these bad guys. How about that? I'm waiting for my healer to get mana, and then we jump right in. Well, okay then. Rogue use sprint to get here. It's like in a hurry. Sadly, we gotta wait now. Yep. The companions stop attacking when they notice an enemy is invulnerable and stuff. They just stop. Rise, Mograine, rise! Ooh. Nobody kicked her, man. Wait, don't I have pummel or something? I have intercept. Where's my pummel, man? I think you get that at 30, no? Or I didn't have money to learn it. I don't remember. No, there was no pummel. Maybe you get it later. Okay. GG. What did we get? We got some hands and whatnot. Okay. White man, what? Gloves of Destiny. Oh, wow. 14 spirit. I will take the 14 spirit thing. Yes. I was surprised because I saw my healer equip it and I was like, huh, where is that? I didn't see it, but there you go. No, there you go, everybody. You'd expect some grand loot in here. I'm sure there's some very good lore reason here. Scarlet things, I don't know, whatever. Looks very cool. It would look even better if there was some loot chest in there. Juicy loot. I will go outside. I'm literally 2 mobs away from leveling up. So maybe we can do that together so I give you the satisfaction. And we'll end it here. This video is pretty long already. Hopefully, without dying, everybody. Can we do this without dying, please? It would be pretty sad if I died and I had to walk back instead of leveling up. But no, we'll be fine. We'll be 100% okay. Let's get these dudes and this should do it. Oh, I look so funny with this. The paladin has it too. Yes! Victory! Cheers! Well, alrighty everyone. That was Scarlet for you. From start to finish, we did the whole shebang. It was good. We made a good amount of money. Like 10 gold, but well, it's hard to gauge now because I have to sell, I have to wait for the things from my auction house to come back. I think I might do this a couple of more times just for the giggles. Maybe I'll even do it on a heroic. Then I'll probably do some more quests. I'll figure out some way to make some money, I think. But yeah, doing these dungeons is definitely a good way as well. I wonder, between this dungeon and doing a heroic but previous dungeon, which one would be more profitable? I do think we got more items from the heroic one, didn't we? Maybe not as much experience, but more items. Yes. So I'll have to do some consideration. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I don't know what we're doing next time. I'll let you know. I'll let you know in the next video. Peace.